Would.
Yeah.
1 second. I'm looking for my
Number and quantity. Number 9. I think we just had 10 and 11. I just want to make sure you got number 9.
number 9. 1 second. 1 second, Miss Becca. I said Miss Becca. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. I understand.
I'm sorry. Number 9 was A.
No, number 9 was a grid.
Oh, the grid.
Diane prepared. Oh, wait, just a minute. Let me share my screen. Okay. That's number 9. You see it? Diane prepared 6 kilograms of dough
1
after
second.
working 2 hours.
Okay. Number 9.
What was our answer?
Let's see. Well,
How many hours did it take Diane to work if she prepared 18 kilograms?
2 hours.
No, 6 kilograms was 2 hours.
Yes.
So 18 kilograms would be how many hours?
I would say 6 hours.
6. That's right. That was our answer. Because if you do it a ratio proportion, you notice here 18 kilograms is what we're looking for. 6 kilograms, 2 hours. Cross multiply 2 times 18 is 36. Divide by 6, you get 6 hours. So you bubble in 6. Okay, we did that one last time. That was just a review. Now we're looking at number 10. Vanessa, did you do number 10?
When this was done, Miss Barbara, I think I did something.
What?
When this was done.
We did this last time. And we had just 2 problems left. 10 and 11. Yeah. This is it on the and I emailed it to you. You don't have this?
No, Miss Barbara.
I thought she wasn't here. She wasn't here Thursday.
That was on Thursday. I was there Monday. I wasn't there Thursday. She sent something to me. You sent something to me. And I did some homework to send earlier.
Well,
but I didn't do these.
Yes, but you had these earlier. I had sent this before. Because this is the number and quantity number 1.
Yeah, but when you do a majority of answers Thursday, she wasn't here Thursday. She wasn't there Thursday.
No, but I had sent it before, Maureen.
Probably she sent it.
No, I had sent it before because we've been working on this one for a bit. So I had sent it before. You don't have it, Maureen? You have no.
Yes.
What about you, Michelle?
Yes, it's C.
10
is a graph.
10 is not C. What's the answer to number 10, Maureen?
I have A.
How did you get A? Now this problem, okay, this
is, oh, I see.
A factory used 1 3/4 barrels of raisins in each batch of granola bars. Yesterday, the factory used 8 3/4 barrels of raisins. Select the correct setup for finding the number of batches of granola bars the factory made yesterday.
Oh, so that would be like 8 3/3 minus 1 3/4?
No. How would you, Vanessa, do you see this on the screen? Vanessa, do you see this?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you set up this as a ratio proportion, Vanessa? Vanessa, how would you set this up as a ratio proportion?
Let me see.
1 3/4 barrels of raisins in each batch. So now you have 8 3/4 barrels of raisins and you want to find the number of batches. How would you set this up?
Would it be B?
Yes, it would be B, correct. B is correct. Because how would you set it up? You'd say 1 3/4. That's what? Barrels.
Yeah.
And that's for what? One batch. So let's just put
One,
on the line
four.
and put one. That's for one batch, right? One
Yeah.
batch.
Right.
And what is that equal to?
8.
Equal to 8 3/4 barrels. That's
8
right.
and 3/4.
8 3/4
Four
barrels. And that's for what we're looking for. So we could call it N, right? Let's call it N
Yeah.
batches. Okay. It could be called X. Well, any variable. So we'll call it N batches. So that's the way your ratio and proportion will look, right? 1 3/4 barrels. When they say each batch, that means one batch, right? One batch,
Yes.
8 3/4 barrels in batches. Now let's cross multiply. Michelle, what will I get?
When you cross multiply,
Yes. What do I get?
let me see. 1, 4, multiply.
So you cross multiply here, cross multiply here. What do I get?
That's, let me see, that's 4 times 4, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 7/4.
No. You cross multiplying. N times 1 3/4 equal 8 3/4 times 1. That's what cross multiplying is, Michelle. N times 1 3/4, 8 1/4 times 1. So that's going to be equal to what? 1
1/3/4.
1 3/4 N, right? N. And what's that
Yes.
equal to, Michelle? What is that equal to?
8 3/4.
That's right. Very good. 8 3/4. Now, if I want to solve for N, what do I do, Michelle?
Solve for N, you would say, let me see, 4 over, let me see, I'm not sure.
Okay, Vanessa, what would N be equal to?
Okay, what you do on one side is on the other side.
Right. So what do I do?
Do 1 3/4 N.
What operation? Divide, multiply, subtract, add. Which one?
Multiply.
No, you gave me the answer though, Vanessa. You said it was C. You said it was B. And B is what? What operation?
B. It's a B.
B is what operation? Addition, subtraction, division. Right. So what do I do?
Division.
So what do I do with the N?
Yes.
I divide.
Yeah, divide.
Both
Both sides
sides
by
of the equation. Maureen, what? What do I divide by, Maureen?
1/3.
No, I want to solve for N. So I divide by what? 1 3/4, right? See, 1 3/4. This is a mixed number. Let me just put it here. Okay. So I divide both sides by 1 3/4. What would that give me on the left, Michelle?
That 1 3/4 equal.
No, I'm dividing both sides by 1 3/4. What do I get here on the left when I divide by 1 3/4?
7/4.
No, 1 3/4 n divided by 1 3/4. Maureen, what does that give me?
1.
No, 1 3/4 n divided by 1 3/4. It's going to just give me n, right? Remember, I'm dividing by 1 3/4. And since I'm dividing both sides, that's going to be 8 3/4. And I'm going to use the slash here. That's not 6. It should be 8. 8 3/4 divided by the same number, 1 3/4, right? 1 3/4. And that's a small n to stay consistent, all right? Now, which one of those show 8 3/4 divided by 1 3/4? Which answer?
B.
B.
Yeah, that's the one Vanessa said, okay? So answer B, okay? Now, the key to this is really having your proportion set up correctly. You could have barrels over batch, barrels over batches, or you could have barrels over barrels and batch over batch. But when you cross multiply, you should have the same values. N times 1 3/4 equal 8 3/4 times 1. So then when you divide by 1 3/4, you get N equal 8 3/4 divided by 1 3/4. And that's this answer, 8 3/4 divided by 1 3/4. Any questions on number 10?
No.
Did anyone do number?
Barbara,
Yes, Vanessa.
excuse me, please.
Okay.
I don't know. It was quantity and something. Number and quantity word.
Yes, it was
Problems you said?
number and quantity. It was the first one, the first worksheet.
Yeah, but this was I got just one, and this is the one that says number 2 on it.
You did, it was, okay, let's scroll back up here.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Let's go back up here. Okay. See, it says math, number, and quantity. And your first problem was about with the sofa and the chair. Did you have this as your first problem?
No, let me check. No, the first problem I have was a hiring company.
I think that's number 2. Oh, a moving company?
Florist, moving company. And
578 clay pots. That's number 2.
Yeah.
That's number and quantity number 2. We're going to go to that one when we finish this one.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get the other.
No, you had this one because you remember when we did the sofa problem? I sent this to everybody. We've had this one for a while.
Excuse me, Miss Barbara, I'm going to the restroom.
Okay. You don't, Maureen, you remember this one, the sofa and the chair problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this was sent some time ago.
Okay, but you had resent it to us.
Yeah, but I mean, I sent it some time ago and we worked the problems until we got 2 problems left, 10 and 11.
Okay.
But we had done 1 through 9.
Yes, I remember.
You remember? I know you probably remember the sofa problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we are finishing up this worksheet. Okay, this is okay. Now we've done number 10 and we're going to number 11. Now, number 11, you were to write the equation, determine how many pair of shoes Roger will have to sell to get a daily earning goal of $112. And we know he makes $40 per day plus 450 commission for every pair of shoes. Now, someone want to tell me the equation I would write to determine how many pair of shoes Roger must sell in a day to meet his earning goal of $112.
I think I know his earning
Well,
goal.
if you get $40
Hmm.
business and 450.
Somebody,
So
no,
what,
not in the question.
anyone want to tell me what the equation would look like?
Not really.
Would it be
Well, let's just write, okay,
would
daily.
would it be would
Go ahead, Vanessa.
it be a division to know how much he would earn? You have to
Well,
divide 450 by 112. Nope.
now think about it. His daily
112,
earning goal is 112. What is in that earning goal? Let's just write it down. Daily earning goal. This is equal to what? Regular pay plus what? What do we add to this? Plus
This 40
450.
plus commission.
Yeah, that's the commission. And the
450
commission is what?
commission.
450 for every pair of shoes. So that's going to be 450 times, and the shoes we call P, right? So that's times
Yeah.
P. Okay. That's what the daily earning goal is equal to.
Yeah.
$112 is the regular pay per day plus 450 times the number of pairs of shoes he sells. All right. Now, what's the daily earning goal?
Daily earning goal is 112.
That's right. Very good, Vanessa. That's 112. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What's his regular pay per day?
$40.
$40. That's right. $40. Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry.
Hello,
Chastity.
Chastity. How you doing? Okay.
I'm
So
okay. Thank you.
the daily earning goal they gave us is $112, right?
Yeah.
That's the regular pay,
Yeah.
$40 plus 450 commission for every pair of shoes he sells. So that's going to be 450 times P. Okay. Now, anybody want to tell me, how do I solve for P? What do I do first? I want to solve for P. What do I do first?
What you do on one side, what you multiply. You do on one side, you do on the other side.
Okay.
Okay, Michelle, you back?
Yes.
You just in time. What do I do next? We're solving this for P, the number of pairs of shoes. What do I do next?
So you say you divide it.
No.
Multiply.
You solve for P.
Yes. What should I do first?
So shouldn't you times it first?
Okay, I'll do that. All right, let's do what's in parentheses. Okay, so this is gonna be 40 plus, and that would just be 450p, right?
Mm-hmm.
450p. Let's take out the parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we did what was in the parentheses, order of operations. We got 450p. Now, what do I do next? Anybody want to tell me the next step?
You said
You were about to say it, Michelle. Go ahead. You do what?
subtract.
Subtract what?
Well, you could say you can bring over the 40.
Don't tell me bring over. You're going to either say add, subtract, multiply, divide. Now you said subtract. Subtract what?
112 from 40.
No.
40
I
from
know.
12.
No, say it again, Chastity.
You subtract 40 from 112.
That's right. So you subtract 40 from both sides of the equation, right? That is
Yeah.
correct. Subtract 40, not the 112 from the 40, because remember, Michelle, you're trying to get these numbers together, 112 and the 40. So subtract 40 from both
112.
sides of the equation. Okay, now what that's going to give me, well, I'll have minus
72.
40. And then if I subtract 40 on the right side, minus 40, what do I have left?
72.
You have
What
I'm
do I have
sorry.
on the left side? Go ahead, Michelle. What do I have on the left?
You have 112, and you're gonna say positive, maybe positive 112. I'm not sure.
What's 40 from 112? Subtract
Oh,
40
40.
from 112. What do you get?
Me too.
62. No, 72.
72.
72,
72.
right? And on the right side, the 40 minus 40 is 0.
Yeah.
So you'd have just left what? 450p. 450p.
72.
450p, because the 40s are going to cancel, because the plus 40 and a minus 40 give you 0. So on the right side, I'll have 450p. Now, what do I do next?
Yes.
Michelle, what do I do next?
You're gonna
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna let me see.
I'm solving for p. What do I do?
Well, you said you said 72 divide by 4.5, 50p.
They're not 50p, but 450. So you're going to divide both sides
Right.
of the equation by 450. All right. Now, what's 72 divided by 450? So P is going to be equal to P
16.
72 divided by 450. What is that equal to?
I think
16.
0.0625. I'm not sure.
No, it's not going to be a fraction. It's a decimal.
16.
So what do you get, Vanessa?
16.
P equal 16. What does that mean? Roger must sell 16
16.
pairs of shoes to reach his daily goal. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So his daily earning goals of 112 to reach his goal, he must have an amount added to 40, and that's 72. So 72 divided by 450 would give him his number of pairs of shoes. All right.
Okay.
Any questions on number 11?
No.
Yes, Miss Barbara. Rest assured.
Question,
Okay.
Vanessa?
Roger. Yes, yes. I have. Let me see. Yes, I have questions.
Okay,
Okay, so therefore, Roger works his per day is $40, and he must make $450 as a commission for every pair of shoes he sells. His
right.
daily earning goal 12 112.
That's right.
Okay, so you have to know how much he has to make him so you can have 112. Okay.
Yeah. So you ask yourself this, Vanessa. You said Roger would like to earn $112 a day. He's
Yes.
getting $40 regular pay, right?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
what's the difference between 112 and 40? $72. So he would like to make an additional $72 a day. How does he make that $72? By selling shoes with a 450
Okay.
commission for every pair. So then you've got to
Okay.
take the 72 and break it down,
Mm-hmm.
what we did here, divide by the
Okay.
450, and that gives you the number of shoes that he would have to sell.
Okay. Yes.
That
Yes,
answer your
Miss
question,
Barbara.
Vanessa? So you can look at this problem like
Yes,
this.
Miss Barbara.
$40 a day. What do I have to add to 40 to get 112? That's the amount I need to make in shoe sales to get 112. And that's $72. So how many pairs of shoes will I have to sell at a 450 commission per pair to
Okay.
get that
Mm-hmm.
$72? That's what you're asking yourself. All right. So you without actually
Okay.
going through
Okay.
all of
Yes.
this, you could
Okay.
say, well, $40 per day as wages. I want to make 112. How much additional money do I need? Difference between
Mm-hmm.
112 and
Mm-hmm.
40, which is 72. How do I get
Mm-hmm.
that $72? I've got
Okay.
to
And then
divide it by 450 because that's how much I get commission on each pair of shoes I sell. Okay.
you.
That's how you
Yes.
can just
Okay.
reason out the problem, right?
So how
Yes.
do we know the pairs? It says 16 pairs. Is that what we that's the
Well, the
that
16
that
pairs of shoes, Chastity, is the
that was
number
divided by
of pair of
72?
shoes he has to sell because we found he needed what? 72 more dollars to add to the 40. That gives the 112, right? How does he
Yeah.
make the 72? Well, he makes it by selling pairs of shoes at 450 a pair. So if he needs 72 more dollars and he can make 450 per pair of shoes, then dividing 450 into 72 give you the 16, the number of pairs of shoes that he has to sell to reach his 112 daily earning goal.
Oh, okay.
You
Got it.
got it? You got
That's the
it?
division answer. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So $40 per day. You want to make 112. The difference is $72. That's how much additional Roger would like to make. But he can't make the $72 one shot. He has to sell four. He has to sell the pairs of shoes at 450 per commission to get the additional $72. And that's why we divide the $72 by the 450 to get the 16. Oh, where's that buzzing coming from?
I'm sorry, Miss Barbara. I have to go. I have a dentist appointment. That's my dad calling me. I have to
Oh,
excuse
okay.
myself.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go to, if no more, any other questions on number 11, we're going to our second sheet. Any questions?
I'll do it over and try to figure it out myself when I get
Well,
back.
I'll send you this.
I
Okay.
don't have this one either, Miss Barbara.
You don't have this sheet? The one,
No, no.
oh,
I
maybe
have
because
another
we,
one. It's not this one.
okay, I'll have to send that to you, Chastity, because we
All right.
started on this one a
Thank
while
you.
back, and
Oh,
11
that's
is our
fine.
really our last problem. Okay. Yeah, and
Okay, Miss Barbara.
actually I'll send you because They're all worked out on this one, Chastity. So I'll send you
Please.
I'll
Thank you.
send you this sheet because we went through all of these. You see the answers are there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Barbara.
All right.
Excuse me.
Okay, Michelle, we'll see you next time. Okay,
Okay.
so let me see. I've got to send. Who else need the sheet? Chastity, anybody else?
Ms. Barbara, could you resend it to me, please? Because I would have to go very
Okay.
far down in my email.
I'll send it to you and I've got to send it to Michelle. Maureen, you have it, right?
Yeah,
You have the worked out answers like I had on here?
yeah.
Okay, so you have it. So I've got to send it to Chastity, Vanessa, and Michelle. Okay. All right, let's go to our worksheet number 2. Okay.
Oh, what? No.
That was number 1. We finished up number 1. And let's go to math, number, and quantity number 2. Does everybody have this sheet? Chastity, you may
Yeah.
not have it. I'm not sure you have it. Chastity, do you have the sheet? Math
Sure.
number and quantity number 2?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check my email again,
Let's
but
see.
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
Mm,
All right. And this is one we're going to solve. A moving company is hired to take 578 clay pots to a florist shop. The florist will pay the moving company a $200 fee plus $1 for every pot that is delivered safely. The moving company must pay the florist $4 each for any pots that are lost or broken.
Look at
If 2 pots are lost, 4 pots are broken, and the rest are delivered safely, how much should the moving company be paid? Now, we want to write down information that we can find by adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing the information that you're given. And then your final step is to answer the question being asked. And the question being asked is if 2 pots are lost, 4 pots are broken, and the rest are delivered safely, how much should the moving company be paid? All right. Now, let's write, we have what? 578 clay pots, right? Now, what is the fee that the florists pay the moving company? Florists pay moving company $200
Yeah.
plus, okay,
$1.
$1 for pots delivered safely.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else do we know? The moving company, what does the moving company pay? For the moving company pay $4,
$4 each.
okay, for any
Lost or
pot
damaged.
lost or broken.
Mm-hmm.
Lost or broken. Okay, now, okay, 2 pots are lost and how many are broken? 4 pots are broken
4. Mm.
and 4 pots are broken. Okay. Now, anybody want to tell me how to get started?
Okay. 2 pots.
How would we get, how
That-
would we get started? Anybody want to tell me?
Let's see.
Okay, for the total amount, which was 570 a pot. That's how I did mine.
What did you
But for the
say,
flow,
Vanessa?
oh, you're not getting you can Miss Barbara, could I go out and coming back, please? I think I have up a few things. I think there's a interfering with my.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let me leave and coming back.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, how many pots are delivered safely, Maureen?
How much pots?
How many of these clay pots are delivered safely?
Let's have him, let's see.
Yes, Miss
How
Barbara,
would
I'm
you
back.
find it? How would you find the number of pots delivered safely?
What I would do, I would add the 42 6 and then subtract from the 578.
Okay, so tell me what to write. Clay pots delivered safely equal what?
I would say the one that the number 70 was like 572.
So tell me what do I write? How many pots I have?
572.
No, at beginning, how many pots the moving company is hired to take?
578.
578. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's minus what?
6.
2 lost and 4 broken. So
Yeah.
let's just put it 2 plus 4. Right? That would be 578 minus 6. And Maureen said 72. 572.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have 572 pots delivered safely.
Mhm.
And how much do they get for that?
Mhm.
For those 572 pots? How much does the moving company get? $1 for pots delivered
$1.
safely. So how
Yeah.
much would they get for those pots delivered safely?
So 572.
Okay,
572.
so moving company get, okay, that's 572
Mm-hmm.
times $1, right?
Yeah. Plus,
What? Okay, and that's equal
plus.
572. But there's a fee, right?
Yes.
So we get, the moving company gets 572 plus what was $200?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
plus $200. That's equal what? 772.
772.
772. Yeah.
Okay. Now, 2 pots are lost and 4 are broken.
Uh-huh.
So what is paid for those actually 6 pots?
$24.
$24.
How much?
$24.
Okay, so 6 pots
24.
times $4, right?
Uh-huh.
6 parts times
Yeah.
$4 equal $24 paid by moving company to florist. So
Mhm.
what do we have to do with the 772?
Mhm.
So what do we do with the 772?
You subtract it from the
You have to minus
Okay.
7.
you subtract it from the
7,
24
you mean you subtract the 24 from the
from the
772?
772, yeah.
Okay, minus 24. What's that equal to?
Yeah.
What is that equal to?
It's a 7.
748.
It is 754, right?
4 from
740.
12 is
Yes,
8, and 2
740.
from 6 is 4.
748.
Okay, so 748. Now, what is that 748? What is the 748? Is the
The
amount,
740 is,
what is it
yeah,
that the
the amount
moving
that would be paid by the moving company.
is the amount that the moving company will be paid
Paid, right?
for the delivery. Okay, so that's the amount that the moving company would be paid for the delivery. When you figure in their fee plus the amount for the pots delivered safely, and then subtract out the damages or the loss at 6 pots at $4, then 748 is the amount that the moving company will be paid for the delivery. Any questions of a problem of this type? How you break it down into what you have to add, subtract, multiply, or divide to get the answer. Questions?
Don't worry about it.
Any questions? So
No, Miss,
this is
no, Miss
clear.
No.
Barbara.
This is clear to everybody. All right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we've got another problem. It's a little more involved, but I want to see how you can solve this one. Okay. Now, how many seats are needed on the bus? That's what you're looking for. Now you're given a school band, and in it you have flutes or trumpets, you have trombones, you have drummers, you have clarinets, you have tubas, you have French horns. Now they're giving you some information here. I want to see if you can write these down as to how many play the flute, how many play the trumpet, how many play the trombone. So what I want you to do, and I'll just put it here, and you read this and put in the answers. Okay, so this is, let me just write down all the instruments. Okay, so I want you to write flutes, write the number of flutes. Okay, trumpet, okay, and trombones, drummers, trombones, drums, clarinet, tuba, and the last one, French horn. So I want you to write down for these, let's see, 8 instruments. I want you to write down the number of flutes, the number of trumpets, the number of trombones, the number of drums, the number of clarinets, the number of tubas, the number of French horns. Because in order to find how many seats you need to know how many persons are there for each one of these instruments.
There's only 7 instruments, Miss Barbara.
Yeah, it's 7, right? And then you have to add to that the band director, the assistant, and 6 parent volunteers. So you've got 8 additional people other than the ones playing the instruments. So I want you to write down, after reading through this, I want you to write down the number of flutes. And
okay, can I see the question, please? I can't see the question.
Okay, let me go back here. Okay.
Right there.
Now, right here. Now you see the first one, 5 members play the flute. So you can put a 5, get you started. Okay, so flutes, let's just go down here. And that's what, 5? That's 5. Now I'll go back up here and I want you to finish filling in the trumpet, trombones, drums, clarinet, tuba players, French horns, okay? And then we're going to add them all up with the 6 parent volunteers, the band director, assistants, that's 8 additional people. And add that to all of your instrument players and tell me how many seats are needed on the bus. So you got the flute. We said it was 5. Now go to your next one, the trumpet. Put that number down. Then your trombone, then your drummers, then your clarinet. Okay. And then your tuba and your French horn. Let's see what total you get for the seats needed on the bus. How's everybody doing?
Trying to get there, Miss Barbara. I remember. I was like, no.
It's an interesting problem. You gotta keep track of things though, right? Well, you got your flute, 5. Anybody get the trumpet?
I put 15.
That's correct.
15.
That's correct. So far, so good. Keep going.
I put 15. I put 15.
Vanessa, what did you put?
And for the
Vanessa, what did you put for the trumpet? Vanessa.
For trumpet, I put 15.
That's correct. 15.
15.
Yes, keep going.
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Trombones. Trombones, the next one.
23. It's 23?
What, trombones?
Yeah.
No, it didn't say 8 more. Just it said 8.
7.
It said 8 fewer. That means
I
you
put
subtract.
I put 7.
Oh,
That's
wow,
correct.
okay.
8 fewer is subtraction.
Oh,
Maureen
okay.
had it right.
Sure.
Yes, guessing. I know.
So,
Okay.
so you,
So
Vanessa, you got a
it's
question?
15 from 7, right?
yeah,
No, it's 8 from
7 from 50,
15.
8 from
It
15.
not 8.
Fewer.
Yeah, 8 from 15.
8 from 15,
8
Vanessa.
from
8 fewer
15.
trombone
Yeah, you got
players and
7.
trumpets. Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
Okay.
So far,
We gotta look.
so far you're fine. Just keep going.
And
I don't want to
E,
hear any answers. I want
and
the next
11
answer I
more
hear. I
drummers.
want to hear the
Okay.
total of
And
seats
There are
needed.
11 more drummers.
I
The
want to
child
know
who
the
can
seats
play the
needed on the
flute,
Trombones.
bus.
play the flute.
And remember,
Up
you've got
to
to
11
add
more.
in
So you
your
get
8 people.
mm,
Well, you got a band director, assistant. Okay. I'll put
8.
this one here. You told me 15, right?
This is
Okay.
15.
15. And the trombones you said was what?
7.
7. Okay, keep going. 7.
So the drums,
Okay.
18.
Yep, the drums are 18.
Drums are 18.
That's correct. 18. That's the drums.
Yeah.
Now you go to your clarinets.
Is it 30?
Not 30. What
Can
did it
I
say
see?
about
Can I see the
clarinets? Okay, let's go back up here. What did it say about clarinet?
Right down.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Just leave it there, please.
Okay.
Clarinets.
Twice as many members that play the clarinet as members that play the flute. So what would it
Okay,
be?
so
What would
therefore
it
it's
be?
10.
It would be 10.
10.
10. Chastity, you see why it would be 10?
No,
How many play the flute?
15. I mean, no.
No,
5.
5.
5.
Twice as many play the clarinet. What's 2 times 5?
10.
10.
10.
Mm,
Right?
okay.
Careful, because it
Yeah,
says
twice
as many members
Oh,
that
yeah,
play the
yeah. I
clarinet
play the
as members
clarinet.
that play the flute.
The flute. Okay.
Damn.
Okay,
And then
so
there are
on.
4 fewer tuba
now you
players.
go ahead. I want you to do the rest of them and give me a total. Okay, that's 10. So far, does everybody have those answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now do
So the
your
tuba,
tuba, do your French horn, add them up,
So the
and you have 8 additional people, right? The 6 volunteers and the assistant director, Okay, director,
You got to break, but I got to see how much French play.
assistant director, and what is it, 6 the volunteers. And that adds up to what, 8?
okay.
It adds up to 8. So when you add up all your instrument players, add 8 to it.
Yeah.
Tell me what your total is.
Can I
that was
can
the
I see the
tuba
question
6?
again, Barbara?
Okay, let's go back up here
Yeah.
because you got tuba and you've got the French horn.
Okay.
4 fewer
Okay.
tuba players than there are trombone,
French.
but 3 more members play the French horn than play the trombone. So the tuba player and the French horn players are related to the trombone.
Okay.
French horn.
There are 4 fewer.
There are 4.
Okay, so the French horn. 10. Right? Okay.
Remember, more than is add, fewer than is subtracting.
Okay. Pardon me, which is subtracting?
Fewer than. Fewer than is subtracting. More than is adding.
So I got 3 for the tuba players.
3
So the
times
tuba,
as is multiplication.
and then
Okay, fewer than is subtracting. More than is adding.
Yes.
Does
Yeah.
anybody have the total yet?
And what is
One
the
moment.
multiplication you said, Miss?
The multiplication, like up here where it said 3 times
Remember.
as many members who play the trumpet. So that's how we got the 3
Remember.
times the 5 and got 15 for the trumpet.
The-
3
So the
times
times,
as many. That's multiplication.
so the times is multiplication.
Yeah,
Oh, here
3
you go.
times, twice as many. That's multiplication too.
Twice as
Twice,
many.
that means 2 times as many. Okay. More than adding. Fewer than subtracting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So French horn is 6, correct?
French horn is not 6.
Is that?
Mm-mm. French one is 10.
Is 10. There are
Yep.
4 fewer tuba players than there are
How many
trombone.
trombone players are there, Chastity?
7. Do
7.
you have 7?
Yes, 7. If you have 4 fewer, what's 4 fewer than 7?
Is you subtract.
Yes, so what is it?
So you subtract 3. No,
3.
4. 4. You subtract 4 from 7?
Yes, and what do you get?
Yeah.
What do you get,
3.
Chastity?
3.
Okay.
So it's 3 French horn?
No, we're talking tubas.
Oh, no,
Remember,
I
the
don't want to.
tuba players, we got to follow here. There are 4 fewer tuba players than there are trombone players, but 3 more members play the French horn. That's adding and play the trombone.
So we have to add 3 to 3. We have to add 3 tubas to the French horn.
But the trombone is what? How many?
Trombone is 7.
So what's 3 and 7?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
10.
be careful, careful.
I hate this questioning problem. It's like, but you know what? Thank you. You really, you are so specific and you write things down, and I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I want you to be able to translate the words into the math.
That's
And that's
true.
why I
Yeah, that's very
emphasize these
important.
terms, because they are sometimes different. More than, greater than, twice as many, 3 times as many. Okay, you've got to know when it's
Yes.
multiplication, when it's
The
addition, when it's
French
subtraction.
horn.
Okay.
Miss Barbara,
I
how do
guess
you get to type
4
into
fewer tuba
the
players.
the problem on the same sheet like that?
How do I get the one?
How do you get to do the problem right there on the same sheet? Like I started my math class, and the
Uh-huh.
teacher doesn't can seem to write it like that on the same questions on the same
Like we
page.
put it here.
Yes.
Well, you just type it. You just type in the words. The text goes right in.
Oh, cause yeah, she doesn't know how to do it, and I'm like, cause she be using those light pens that you just write on, and
Yeah.
it's like the pen, but it's so thin and so light, like you cannot see
Yeah. Well,
what
it's
you
better
be.
when you can type it like you do with a Word document, because then it's clearer to see it.
I
Okay.
think that she's having issue on how to do it, because she can't seem to write on it. She has to go to another blank page in order to do the work all over again. Like she has to write it. She'll write it and do it right there, but she doesn't
Yeah.
type it like this.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, thank you.
Okay. Does
That's
anybody have a
stupid.
total?
Oh, we have to
Maureen,
add
you got a
more.
7
total?
to 6.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How many seats do we
7
need on the bus? How many seats do the
7 to
question
6.
said? The question said, how many seats are needed on the bus? What did you say, Vanessa? Vanessa?
7 to 6.
That's correct. Did everybody get
7 to 6.
76? Yep, that is correct, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Maureen, you got 76?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chastity, you get 76?
I didn't finish yet.
What's the tuba?
3.
2 is
3.
3.
That's correct. That's 3.
Oh yeah, I'm missing one. Hold
What's
on.
the French horn?
10.
10.
10.
Now add those up. What do you get?
Along with members.
When you add these up, you get what? Let me put a line under here. Okay.
78.
Isn't it 68?
Hold on.
I get 68. That what you got, Vanessa?
You got 68? No, I got 76.
Yeah, I mean for the instruments.
76.
For the
Oh,
instruments.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
including the director.
And then when you put the 8 in there, you have 60. Let's see.
No, it's not
76.
Yeah, and
Is
then you
it?
have 68.
76 plus
8
8.
plus 8, right? Okay.
Yeah, 76.
68 plus 8 plus 8 equal 76. So 76 seats needed.
76, right?
Yes. Everybody get 76?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
Miss Barbara.
but you saw how you had to translate those words into the math. Well, they gave you outright the flutes was 5, right? 3 times as many. That's how you got the 15. And then I think this says 8 fewer. So 8 from 15 is 7. Then the drum says 11 more than the trombone. So 11 plus 7 is 18. The clarinet, twice as many as the flute. So that was 10, 2 times 5. And then the tuba, 4 fewer than the trombone. So 7 minus 4 is 3. The French horn, 3 more than the trombone. So 7 plus 3 is 10. All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Questions?
Yeah.
This was a good practice in following instructions that's given to you, and also translating the words into the math, where it's adding, subtracting, multiplication, or division. Any questions on this?
Which is the division one? Like, we have fewer, subtract, and division is what?
Well, division is into.
Into. Okay.
Yeah, and it could be by also. Yeah, it's different. It's different things for division. It could be into. It could
Yeah, I
be
have to learn
by.
that.
Yeah, I think I gave you a sheet on that, didn't I? I can send it again if you didn't get it. Anybody has it? I can send it again, where I had them for different ones for addition.
Can you send it, please, Miss
Can you
Barbara?
send it, please? Miss
Okay,
Barbara?
I'll put it here. Subtraction, division, multiplication.
Sure.
The different terms for that. Okay, I'll send it to everybody. Send. And that way you can review it. Any questions on the band? No questions on the band?
That's good.
You did good on
No,
this. You followed it. You know, this problem is known as a complex problem. And why do you think it's complex for some people? Why do you think it's complex?
Because it's really complex. It's really complex because you have to really study to know what to do.
Yeah, it's
Can tell you like 2 times the amount and 3 times the amount and fewer.
Yeah, you've got to follow these instructions. Now, nice thing they gave you 5 members play the flute, so you know flute is 5. But then we'll say 3 times as many, that's a multiplication. So you've got to know what terms mean what mathematical operation. 3 times multiplication, fewer than subtracting. Because I noticed, Chastity, sometimes you were adding, you're supposed to subtract, right? 11 more, that means adding. Once you do it enough, it becomes actually clearer to you, but you have to practice. And I'll probably give you another one like this because I like the way you work through this one. Okay. But the next one I'll give you, it will be a homework that you will do and send me the answer. Okay. I'm making a note of this homework.
Okay.
Like number 2. So just for practice, okay? Now let's go to number 3. Now, number 3, I think you can do on your own. I don't think I have to do anything here. Okay. Okay. How much was the salesman's profit? I want you to do number 3. Tell me the answer.
Profit was 270.
What's the what profit you said it was?
$217.
The profit?
Number 3.
Okay, that's salesman bar. Okay. So far here.
So the purchase price is what?
Um,
$576 for 48 backpacks. That's the
Yes.
purchase price, okay?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
let's just put that there so you can identify things. Purchase price equal as 576 for 48 backpacks. Now, the selling price is what? What would be the selling price?
18.
Selling.
What would be the selling price?
He sold some for 18. He sold 17 for 18.
Okay, so the selling price is going to be 17 times $18,
For
right?
$18.
Okay. Plus
Mhm.
what?
And he had a
Plus what? So if he had 48 and he sold
Mhm.
17 of them for $18, how many did he sell for $25?
31.
31. That's right, because that would be 48 minus 17. And you want to multiply that by 25, right? So that's the selling price, the purchase price. Your profit is going to be what? What is your profit?
Okay, let me ask you, Miss Barbara.
Yes.
So therefore, the 17 that he sold, he sold the 17 at $18 each.
Okay. What was your question, Vanessa? What's your question, Vanessa?
He sold 17 for
17 for $18 each.
you can hear me,
Yes. 17 of the
Miss
backpacks.
Barbara?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me just put each so it's clear. $18 each. That's why I said 17 times $18. So he sold 17 of the backpacks for $18 each. The rest were sold in a department store for $25 each. So the rest will be 17 minus 48 multiplied by the $25. So do that. Tell me what the profit is.
He got
Maybe that 770.
Maureen, what'd you get for the profit?
775.
No.
that's
Then it
25.
multiply 31 by 25.
Yeah, I got 770.
Yes.
What did you get
775.
for the profit?
775. 775.
Oh no, the
Then
profit
it
was
multiply 31 by 25.
How did you get 775 for the 775 for the
no
25 that was sold to the
the
department
17
store?
what was this total? What did this
That's
add up to?
the 48 minus 17 is 31. And then you said multiply by 25.
25, and
So
then
31 by 25 came out to 775.
what's 17 times 18?
Yes, but then you had a 17.
306, right?
306.
306.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus, now Chastity, you had to add that to you, what you said, 775?
So
Yeah.
that's
What is that equal to?
$1,081.
Okay, that's
$1,081.
What is that?
1,081.
What does the 306 come from? That's the subtraction
Oh,
from.
that's from 17 times 18, Chastity. Remember, I'm
Oh, I didn't
adding.
do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, because he sold 17 of them for $18. So I've got to multiply the
Yes.
17 times $18. That's how I get the
$18.
306.
Oh,
Then he
okay.
sold 48 minus 17, or 31 times 25. And Chastity, you said
For
775.
25.
But you got to add these two together because he sold them.
That
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes,
that's
you're right.
1,081. So what is the profit?
one.
What is it, Maureen? What's
Okay,
the
the
profit?
profit. Okay. Okay.
You still have to
It's what,
um
1081, and the purchase price was
minus
576. And what's that
by
equal to?
505.
How much?
505.
That's correct.
505.
505 is the profit.
Yeah, 505, yeah.
That's
But you
correct.
gotta
Did everybody
subtract.
get that?
Yeah,
That's the
subtract
profit.
Okay.
Selling
576.
price minus purchase.
Okay.
But you had to make sure you add up your selling prices by the first 17 at $18 each, and the rest 31 times 25, giving you a total selling price of 306 plus 775, or $1,081. Then subtract your purchase price, which is just 576, from your selling price, and your profit is $505.
Yeah.
Pretty decent profit too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions? Did everybody get this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful that you include everything, Chastity. You had this here, but you didn't include it when you added it.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
you got to add that to
You
the
know what
ones
is it?
that.
I was writing things down and I was just hearing what you were saying. You say, okay, so now we're gonna subtract 48 minus 17, and then you multiply by 25. So I wasn't looking at the screen. I was
Oh,
just
okay. Yeah,
hearing
because
you.
you've got 17 of them at $18 each. That's here. Then you had the rest, which is 17 subtracted from 48, and that's the 31 times the 25 is 775. So the total selling price is $1,081. And so we put the 1,081, the 576. That's what the purchase price was. The difference is the profit, $505. Any questions on number 3?
Miss
No.
Miss
Yes.
when
Yes.
you what it says the selling price, and then you put the number, and then you put and then you put
The purchase price?
yes, the
Yes.
18.
Yeah, the
That's
purchase price is what he bought them for, the 48
no,
pack.
no, I'm talking about, what it says selling price, and then you put the 17 in parentheses and the 18
Right,
amount,
right
and
here.
then you closed it. That means right there is adding.
No, that's multiplication. See,
Oh,
multiplication can be parentheses. It can be side by side when you have variables, or it can be the X.
oh, okay.
In
All
other
right.
words, like if I have here, okay, I have 7 times 8. That's equal what? What's 7 times 8? That's multiplication. That's 56, right? I
Yeah.
could also say 7 times 8. That's
Oh, okay.
equal 56. Okay, I can also, what's another way, Maureen? What's another way I can do multiplication?
Huh?
What's another way I can do multiplication?
You can use a period.
Yeah, I can use a dot. And
Yeah.
let me just put that as, okay, 17.8. And what's another way? I could say 7. There's another way. What's another way?
Mhm.
No, there's another way. What's another way I can put it? I can put an asterisk.
Okay. Yes, the asterisk.
The asterisk. I'm trying to see where my asterisk is on here. Okay. Times
Yeah.
8 equal 56. So I can use parentheses for multiplication. I can use the X. I can use the dot. I can use the asterisk. All that represents multiplication. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So
Now, if you
multiplication
have, but if you have a variable, you can put like if I had 7b, that's equal to 7 times b. That's the side by side. Because sometime with the variable and a constant, you don't see times. You just see them side by side. But it means multiplication. So if you see 7b, that means 7 times b. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So you've got parentheses, you got the X, you got the dot, you got the asterisk, and you got the side by side when you have a
All
variable.
right.
Okay, so
Thank
those are ways you can represent multiplication. Any other questions on number 3?
you. No.
Okay, let's go to number 4. And this is method of math.
George bought a car for 5,000.
That's 8, right?
What?
Is it 8?
No,
Hold
500%.
on. 5,
No, it's the
5.
selling price minus the purchase price divided by the purchase price.
It's D.
What did
Is
you
it
say, Vanessa?
5%?
D as
Vanessa,
in
5%.
dog.
5%? I said selling price
Selling price is
minus purchase price. That's minus purchase price. And that's divided by purchase price. And that's divided by purchase
selling
price.
price.
He's selling it. Sold at 550.
HASC price. Okay, so that's divided by purchase price. So what's that's going to be equal to?
That's 5,000.
So what's selling
What
price
is
minus purchase price?
Selling price was 5
was
5,500.
0.
Okay, so that's 5,500. What's the purchase price?
5,000.
5,000. That's right. Okay, and what's the purchase price? I'm sorry. Let's see.
What benefit percentage did he get?
What's the purchase price?
5,000.
5,000. Okay. So what's the answer? What's the answer? Which one?
Purchase price.
The
Just a minute.
5,500 minus
8%?
5,000. What did you say? No, I think Vanessa said it. Vanessa, what was your answer?
D as in dog.
No, it's not D. What's 5,500
D?
minus 5,000? It's 500, right?
500.
5,000, 500.
What's 500 divided by 5,000? Well, you can just cancel out your zeros, right? Let me put this over here. You can just cancel out your zeros.
Oh, it's B. Therefore,
That's
it's
right,
B.
10%. That's right. Be 5 over
Oh, I
50, which
see.
is equal to 1 over 10 or 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this would be
10%.
equal
Okay.
to
Right.
equal, and I'll just put 1 over 10. And 1 over 10 is equal to 10%.
Right.
1/10, which is equal to 10%.
Okay.
So that's your answer. Now this is
Selling price.
okay. And this is over. Selling price minus purchase price divided by purchase price. So we got the 5,000 over. Purchase. That was what, 5,000. And this was 500 over 5,000. And just cancel out all your zeros and you get what? 5 over 50, which is 1 over 10, which is 10%. Let me just take this out because I put that back up there. Okay, so your answer would be answer B. Okay. Questions on number 4. So he made 10% because he sold it at $500 more than what he bought it for. And 500 over 5,000 is equal to 5. Cancel out the 0, 0. This is what, 5 over 50. Let's just put it here. It's 5 over 50, 5 over 50. And that's equal to what? 1 over 10. Questions on number 4?
No, Miss Barbara, not to me.
Okay. All right, let's go to number 5. Okay. How would you solve number 5? You increase the price and then you decrease the price. But now you're decreasing the price on the price you got from the increase. What's the new price? How would you find it?
So the short was 20.
If you increased it by 20%, what did it go up to?
Two.
Oh, what's 20% of
$22.
20? No, what's 20% of 20? What's 20% of 20? Okay, price
20% of 20.
Okay.
equal $20. Okay, that's the price. Now, if I increase it by 20%, increase by
20%.
20%. 20% of 20 is what?
20.
What's 20% of 20?
40.
Is it 400?
No, 20%
Four.
got to be less. 4, that's right, Vanessa. It's 4.
4.
Increase by 20%.
Oh,
That would be 0.20, change to the decimal, times 20 equal $4. So The new price after
Oh, you know something? I bet it's $4. Yeah, cause I got to make calculator.
20% of 20 is $4. So
Right, yeah.
so what's the new, if I increase the $20 shirt, what's the new price?
$24.
$24. So the new price is equal to $24. All right, that's the 20 plus, note this is 20 plus 4. Okay. I added the increase, $4 to the 20. I got $24. So that's my new price. Now, I want to decrease this price, $24, decrease by 20%. What would be the decrease?
Be
Hmm?
20%.
What's
Hey,
20% of, no, what's 20% of $24? It would be, change the 20% to a decimal, 0.20 times $24. What's that equal to? What's 0.20 times 24?
20%.
Multiplication. What's 0.20 times
24
24? What is it, Maureen?
multiply
0.20 times 24.
24.
What is that equal to?
2 over.
Two,
What is that, Miss Barbara?
0.20 times 24. What is that, Vanessa?
2 times 24. Would it be
I
4.8?
got 480.
What did you say, Vanessa?
4.8.
That's it, 4.8. $4.80, right? Now,
Yes.
how would I find the new price? Anybody?
So,
How would I find the new price?
so therefore, you have to minus 24 from 4.8.
1920.
Say it the other way. That's right. That's right, Chester. You got it.
4.8.
Subtract the 480 from the 24. So it's 24
Mhm.
minus 4.80. And as Chastity said, that's equal to 1920,
1920, which is D.
which is answer D.
Mhm.
Answer D.
Okay.
But remember now for this, now when you're applying that decrease, you applied it to the price that you got from the increase.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people make the error of applying it to the 20, but after you increased it, the new price is $24. So you have to decrease that $24 and you got the 480 and then subtract the 480 from the 24 and you get what Chastity said, $19.20. That would be the new price of the t-shirt. Questions on number 5?
No, Miss Barbara.
So everybody's okay, right?
I'm okay.
Miss
Okay.
Bob,
Yes.
class.
Yes, Chastity.
I started math class this week. I mean last week, but I didn't get the email when to start. But I'm really gonna be like in class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I believe we're meeting up again on Thursday. So I don't know if I'm gonna be just on my phone class. I mean recording the class or I don't know. But
Well,
I don't
I
feel.
started recording it today and I'll see what I get and I was going to upload it to YouTube
Oh yeah, yeah.
like I
If you
did
do
with the
that, then
college
I.
algebra. So if you miss a class, you can go out to the YouTube and look at it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. I'm hoping I get everything though. I'm hoping I get video and audio. I'm not sure what I'll be getting.
Okay.
Okay, number 6 is a mental math problem. Something raised to the 1/2 is really the square root. So what's the answer to number 6, Maureen? Maureen, what's the answer to number 6?
Yeah, I'm gonna, that's hold on.
What's the answer? When you raise to the 1/2,
I
okay,
got,
raise to 1/2 power is the square root. Okay, so when I'm raised to the 1/2 power, that's taking the square root, okay? So what's the value of 25 to the 1/2? Anybody?
1/2. Is it D? 12.5?
No. What did I say? Raising it to the 1/2 power is taking the square root.
Oh, well, therefore taking the square root.
So what's the square root
5,
of 25, Vanessa?
5, 5.
5 is 5. So it's answer B. All right, because the square root of, let me just put this, insert, put this here. Okay. Let me put a square root sign here.
oh, my six
Square root
is not
of
like that. You said you
25
said for me.
equal 5. No, Maureen, I said 25 to the 1/2 power is the same as the square root. So the square root of 25 is 5, and that's B. You follow, Maureen? Maureen? I don't hear you breaking up.
My six that I had, my six that I had
No,
was
6 was different.
65.
No, that's different. I changed 6. That's not the one on the first sheet. Okay. Yeah, I changed that.
Oh, but oh,
Yeah,
the
I
shit you said
changed
to
number
me,
6.
number 6 wasn't that.
No, number
Oh, that I
6
didn't
on
know.
my original sheet, because I sent out the wrong sheet. Number 6 was the only one that was different. All the others are all the same. Okay, so what's on my original 6 is not
But
this
the
one.
value
So the value of 25 to the 1/2 is the square root of 25, which is the number 5. So the answer is B. So anytime you see something to the 1/2 power, it means the square root of the number. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was number 6. Answer B, 5 times 5 is 25. Square root of 25, a perfect square, 5.
Yeah.
Number time itself gives you 25. Okay, now I want you to do number 7. Do number 7, tell me the answer.
The answer is B.
D as in dog?
B as in boy.
B as in boy.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Mental math.
That's mental math, you're right. Anybody got the same answer? Vanessa, explain how you got B.
Okay. It said, number 7 said, after getting his wisdom teeth pulled, Matt was prescribed 60 mg of codeine to be taken every 4 hours for 5 days. Remember, they have 24 hours. So we have to calculate the 24. How many 4s give us 24? So 4 6s is 24.
Okay.
Okay. 24 by 5. Yeah. 24 by 5, what did I do?
So how many times a day is he taking it?
He has to take it six times per day.
24
Every 6.
24 times 4
Yes.
equal 6. So he's taking the medicine 6 times a
Per
day.
day.
Because 24 hours in a day. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now go ahead. What else did you do?
Okay. There. For 5 days, the pharmacy has 30 milligrams of pills. They do not have the full 60, so they have 30. So instead of taking one, you have to take 2. How many pills should Matt receive when filling the prescription?
So 5 times 6.
6 is
Okay,
30.
is equal to 30
30
pills. Okay, now that would be pills.
pills.
Okay, of 60 milligrams. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 30 pills of 60 milligrams in mental math, if he's got half the dosage, he's gonna have to take what? Twice the number of pills.
Fine.
So at 30 milligram pills, Matt would need twice as many pills. So that would be equal to 2 times 30 equal 60.
Mhm.
Okay, so that answer would be B. So that's right. Like Vanessa said, mental math, that's mental math. So if your dosage is half as much, you're gonna need twice as many pills. Okay,
Yeah.
so answer B. Any
B.
questions on number 7? Questions, number 7?
No.
Okay,
No.
that was mental math. You could just reason that one out. Okay, find how much he would need of the 60. And if you got half the dosage, you're gonna have twice as many pills.
So the answer is 60 is B.
B,
Okay.
that's right,
Yes.
60. Okay, here's a pattern. This is another mental math. Okay, x squared plus 1 is 170. What's the value of x?
Hmm.
What's the value of x? Okay, I'll just write this down here. X squared plus 1 equals 170. So just solve this for x. What would x squared be equal to? What would I do first? What would I do first with this equation?
Okay.
What would I do first? Anybody?
What do I have to do? How do I do it?
What would I do first?
Multiply.
No,
No.
I'm trying to get my constants together. So how do I get my 1 over on the right side, Maureen? What do I do? I want to get the 1 where the 170 is. I want to get the 1 over here. So what operation?
You shift the 1.
I don't want to hear shift in this. I want to hear add, subtract, multiply, divide.
You because of the sign of the 1, then you have to change.
So what do I do, Vanessa?
You
Subtract.
might
Yeah, minus, subtract. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides of the equation. That's right, subtract 1. So let's just take this and subtract the 1. Let's see. rid of that underline. Okay. Put this gonna be here. Okay, I'm going to the next page. Okay. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So minus 1 on the left and minus 1 on the right. Okay. Now, what do I have left on the left side, Maureen?
Nothing, zero.
No, I have x squared.
One from
X
one,
squared.
right?
X squared, right? The 1 plus 1 minus 1 is 0,
Uh-huh.
but I still have x squared left, right? And that's what's 170 minus 1?
169.
169. 169 is a perfect square root. What is the square root of 169?
I think it's 12.
That's 144.
144.
13.
13, that's right.
Okay.
Perfect square root. So let's put our square root symbol here. So the square root of 169 equal 13. So what answer is that?
D as in dog.
That's right, D.
D.
Okay, D. Answer,
D.
that's right, answer D. So this one, they gave you the equation relating X to a number. So you just take that equation and solve it for X. And that's your answer, 13.
I don't.
And yes. Chas, you had a question?
How do you get 169? To just subtracting?
Oh yeah, 170 minus 1 right here, Chastity. See, I subtracted 1 from both sides of my equation, right? The 1 plus 1 minus 1 give me 0. So I'm just left with x squared on the left. And then 170 minus 1 is 169 on the right side. Got it?
And where do we get the 13 from?
Oh, I took, whenever you have a square equals something, then the variable is going to be the square root of the number. See, if I took the square root of both sides, the square root of x squared is x. The square root of 169 is 13. In other words, let's see, let's do this. Let me just put, okay, so this is x squared. I'll put this here. I'm really taking the square root of both sides. So I'm taking this number, putting it here. Okay. Equal. Then I'll put the square root symbol on the right side. And that's 169. So I'm really taking the square root of both sides. And the square root of a square is just the variable. Because what we say the square root is the 1/2, right? So x squared to the 1/2 just give me x to the 1. And then I took the square root of the 169 and I got 13. You follow, Chastity?
So.
Okay, so what I did here, let's just put here, okay. Take the square root of both sides of the equation. So I
What
took
does
this
root mean?
question.
The square root, what does it mean?
Oh, square root means a number which multiplied by itself gives you the number.
Okay.
In other words, x times x is x squared. 13, let's just put it right here. Okay, x, and I'll just put, I'll use parentheses for multiplication. X times X equal X. Well, I'll just put X squared. Because when you multiply an exponents, you add them. Let me take it. See, this is X to the 1, and this is an X to the 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, if I take 13, okay, I'll take the number 13 times the number 13, and I get 169. Okay, this is equal to 169. That means the number time itself is the square root of this number. Okay, back this up. Okay, see, 13 multiplied by 13 is 169. So that means if I can multiply a number by itself and get a number that's not a decimal, then that number square root is the 13. In other words, the square root of this 169 is 13. That's a number multiplied by itself. In other words, if I ask you, what's the square root of 4? What would you tell me, Chastity?
16.
No, square root of 4. What number by itself gives 4?
2.
2. So the square root of 4 is 2.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But if I ask you the square root of 16, you would tell me what?
8.
No, square root of 16. What number by itself gives me 16? What number I can multiply by itself and get 16?
8.
8 times 8 is 64.
Oh.
I didn't
hold on.
say add now, I say multiply. What number can I multiply by itself and get 16? 4, right? 4 times 4 is 16.
Mhm.
4
That's
times
more
4 is
full.
16. And that means the square root of 16 is 4.
4. Oh, okay.
Okay, let's take the number 9. What's the square root of 9? What number can I multiply by itself and get 9?
3.
3, that's it. 3 times
Yeah.
3 is 9.
Mhm.
Square root of 9 is 3.
Oh, okay. You know what? I
That-
missed 4. I
Yeah.
missed the blank 4.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So that
The square root
I
of 4 is 2,
had
because those are the only two numbers multiplied by themselves to give you 2. I mean, give you 4, and that's 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Got it?
okay. Thank you. Yeah, I got it now.
Okay, so when you say square root, you mean a number times itself to give you the number. And there's several square roots. Like square root of 144 is 12. That means 12 times 12 is
Okay.
144. Square root of 121 is 11. That means 11 times 11 gives you 121. Square root of 169 is 13. That means 13 times 13 gives you 169.
Awesome. Thank you.
Questions? Okay. Yeah, it'll start soaking in as you do more of them. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, now let's go to number 9. Now, number 9, you are converting to a fraction. All right, let's just put this. Okay, I'm gonna put this all on the next page. Okay. Anybody want to tell me how would you solve this? A fraction of the museum's pieces of art that are paintings. And you're given 2 types of art, paintings and sculpture. So the fraction you're looking for is paintings.
So it's
And that's over the total of the art. Okay. The paintings over the total of
The business over
the
business
the
2,000.
totals of the art. Okay. Now, so your paintings is what? What's your paintings equal to? What's your paintings equal to? 2009,
2009.
2009.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now that's going to be over what?
That's over 492.
No, the total. This is going to
Also,
be,
you have to add both.
that's it. You're going to have to add the
Okay.
2009 plus
Yeah. 492.
492. So you're going to have to add that.
So
All
you,
right. So what would this
so
be
you
equal
have
to?
5. So you'd have 2,500.
2009. What would this be over? Be divided by what?
2,000.
2009 plus 492.
9.
Plus
That gives you
4.
what? 2501?
501. 2501, yeah.
2501. Okay.
501. 2,501.
Okay.
You put
Let me get
2,009.
this on the line. Okay.
Okay, not so.
Let's see,
2,009
Leah.
over
Okay. Now, what
501.
fraction is that closest to? Now you can round it, right? 2009 rounds to what number?
49.
No, 2009.
10.
What?
Oh, yeah.
20.
Well, we could
2009.
Pretty closer to 50.
no. If okay,
It's closer to 21.
no,
When I
it's
say
not
21,
closer.
I meant
No,
It's
if you
not
do it
closer to
in a way like
21.
that, let me see. That
2,000, right?
like
And
10,000,
9. 9 is higher than 5. So it
10,
become 1.
100,000, 10,000. How do
Yeah,
you do it?
you could really well we could really estimate, and we won't round here. We'll estimate this as 2000.
Okay.
Okay. And the other one we will estimate as 2,500, right? So let's just put,
Okay.
okay. This would be 2,500.
Okay.
Okay. This will be
So what would your ratio be?
25.
20 over 25.
Yes, 20 over 25, which is answer A, because you could cancel out these zeros, right? They said closest to the fraction, all right? So this will be equal to 20.
Which is A.
Yeah, that's A.
Yeah, I had the A, but
You
I
had the
just
A? Well, you had
I
it
just
right.
no, but I just guessed. I think it's 8.
No, it was A. It was a good guess, Chastity. Good guess.
Yeah, the bad thing is that you can't guess while you take your test, because if you guess, forget it, you're done.
Thank you.
Not
So
not
this is guess
not
I thank
really.
you.
Not
So this is
really.
guess I you'd be right.
Yeah, it may be right, but what if it's not?
Yeah. Yeah, but I tell you, it's better to guess and answer all your questions on the test than to leave it blank. Because I
Yeah,
think you got a
that's
better
true.
chance of getting it right if you guess than if you just leave it blank.
That's
So
Yeah.
it.
this is going to be answer answer A. Answer would be A. Okay. That would be your answer for number 9. Okay. Now let's do one more. Number 10. Now number 10 is a Pythagorean. You remember Pythagorean? What's the Pythagorean relationship? Does anybody remember Pythagorean?
I know it,
Okay,
What is it, Vanessa?
C square
Okay. C.
equals to A square plus B square.
Okay, so C square. Let's just put it here, 2. Okay.
that is square root to 11 plus
Okay.
14 to the power 2.
So it's just C square. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's C square.
Equal. Now I'm gonna put the C
Equal
square.
to A square.
Let me put
C
the
square equals the A square.
C.
C square equals
Okay. Plus. Okay, so this is A square plus B square. And we'll put the small c. Okay, this is our Pythagorean. You remember Pythagorean?
plus
No.
Yes.
No, you don't remember, Jasty?
No.
Pythagorean. It says
it
that
of the
and it only holds for right triangles. It said the square of the longest side, which is hypotenuse, that we call C, is equal to sum of the square of the legs of the triangle. So the legs are A and B. Now, if we take the square root of both sides, we'll get something that looks like this. Okay, so let's just say take the square root, take the square root of both sides of the equation. So what would that look like? So let's just copy this and then put the square root radical. Okay, so we're going to put our square root here. So that would be insert the square root symbol. Okay, and then insert it over here. And that's insert square root symbol. Okay. Oh, wrong. Okay. This one. Now this square root is for this whole thing. Okay.
Yes.
Just like it is here. The square root symbol applies to both the 11 square plus the 14 square. And it applies to the A square plus the B square. So if we wanted to find the closest to the length of the diagonal, we have to take the square of both of these numbers and then take the square root. All right, so let's just take this. What's the square root of 11 square?
121.
Okay, so that's right, Maureen. It's 121. So let's just take. Okay, now 11 square, Maureen said is 121. Okay, let me. Okay. So square root of 11 square is 121. What's the, I'm sorry, not square root, the square. What's the square of 14?
14 times 14.
196.
14 times 14.
Yeah.
196.
196. Okay, so this is 196. And this is equal to what? 190. Okay, that's 317.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if we take, let's just put this here, because C is going to be the okay. C is going to be the diagonal. So this we got the square root of this whole thing is 317.
Yes.
So let me just put 317 here. So if I take the square root of both sides, take the square root of both sides, what do I get? I'm going to do this again. Take the square root of both sides of the equation. What's the square root of C squared?
Miss Barbara,
Yes.
when you say both sides, what does that mean on both sides?
Oh, an equation has an equal sign. So you have the sign on the left. I'm sorry, you have the terms on the left, you have the terms on the right. When I say both sides of the equation, I mean the terms on the left, and when I said the other is the terms on the right. So both
Oh.
sides of this equation, there's a side and there's a side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to take the square root of both sides of the equation. That means I'm going to, well, if I take the square root of C squared, I just get C. Because remember I say the square root of square is just to the 2 power times the 1/2, which just gives C to the 1. And over here on the right, look up the square root. Does anybody have their calculator?
Yes. That's
What's the square root of 317?
317.
Somebody want to do the square root of
Square root of
317?
317. 17.
Square root of 317?
Yeah. So 17.800.
It's 17 point what?
800.
8. Okay, 0. Now,
80.
this
So your answer
is,
is 5 centimeters.
no, 17.8 is the diagonal, the C. So which
That
number
was
is
C.
17.8 is, that's right, Vanessa, it would be 8. So, okay, rounded. This
To
is
the nearest.
rounded to 18. So answer is C.
Yes.
ANSWERC.
Answer is C. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen, you follow?
Okay.
The diagonal is when you say diagonal, that's the longest side. That's the
Side
C,
of.
right? So when I get C, I get the sum of the squares of the legs, which is the sum of the square of 11 square and 14. That's 317. But to get the actual side length, in this case, the diagonal, then I have to get the square root of the square, which is just the C. And the square root of 317 is 70.8. And we round it to 18. The one closest to the length is the 18 centimeters. Answer C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Questions?
Nah.
No.
This is a Pythagorean, and we're looking for the C, the longest side. When they said this, the length of the diagonal is that longest side. Okay, and then the other two parts are the legs of the triangle, which is shorter in length than the diagonal. Okay. Now, when I send you this, I'll probably put a diagonal in there so you can see it, and we can mark it so you can see that diagonal is the longest side. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. And homework. Okay, let's see.
11, 12.
I think you can do 11. Let's see, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Homework. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14. Homework. All right. Any
Okay.
questions on anything?
No.
Okay. Read these carefully and write down the numbers as you're reading them, and then you'll see where you plug in these numbers to find your answers. Okay?
So you're gonna send me this one, right, Miss Barbara?
Yes, I'm gonna send this to
All right.
everybody. I'll be sending this to everybody. We did up to what? 10. So I'll be sending you the whole sheet, but we'll have the worked out answers and explanations up to number 10.
Thank you so much.
Any
I got this.
questions?
I got all these answers. I got all these questions already anyhow. Cause you emailed it to me last week.
Yeah, so you got your answers, right, Maureen?
Yeah, I got everything on my phone. Yeah.
So I mean, so you have the answers 11, 12, 13, 14?
No, I can do them. No.
Oh, I thought you said you had all the answers. I said, okay, I'll send you some more to work on. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're gonna close out here, and hopefully I recorded the whole
Yeah, you did.
thing.
It
Yeah, I
says
did. I
recording.
recorded it, but I'm not sure I got video and audio. I hope I did. And if I got everything you'll need, I'll send you this, but I'll also upload it to YouTube. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, but I'll send you an email if I got the right thing to upload to YouTube.
All right. So you have another class today at 4:30, right?
Yes, I have a 4:30 class. Yes.
Okay. So I'll try my best. If not, just I usually,
Yeah, we're doing algebra on the 4:30.
And what is this right now?
This is
doing?
number and quantity. Number
Okay.
and quantity. Yeah, we did geometry in this class first, and then now we own number and quantity. But we're doing
Okay.
strictly college algebra in the 4:30 class. All right.
All right.
Yes,
then.
but Miss Barbara, we started to do real numbers last week.
Yeah, we were doing real numbers that led us up to number and quantity. Yeah, that's like the basic. That's the
Okay.
basic for number and
Okay.
quantity is the real number system, rational, irrational. Now you'll be getting a
Okay.
quiz on real numbers and number and quantity. Okay, not the next time,
Okay.
probably the next week, the next Monday. We'll have a quiz that will be on the real numbers and number and quantity. Okay. So start going over your
Okay.
notes and asking questions if it's something you don't understand, because we'll do a quiz, not next Monday, probably the week from the next Monday. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. So long, everybody, and thanks for sharing.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye
Thank you so
bye.
much. Okay.
Bye
See you
bye.
later, if anything.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.